Welcome everybody. I'm very excited to be here and welcome everybody to the third Seward Science Symposium. But before we continue, I kind of really want to read and land acknowledgement. We have been integrating that into what SeaLife Center does, and also I want to start our program with that. We respectfully acknowledge that the land in which we gather and work is the ancestral territory of the Alutiiq, Supiaq, Eyak, and Dena'ina peoples. We recognize the enduring connections that these peoples have to this land, which has sustained them for generations. In honoring the Alutiiq, Supiaq, Eyak, and Dena'ina peoples, we commit to fostering awareness, understanding, and collective efforts to support the ongoing healing and resilience of the indigenous people who call this region home. May this acknowledgement serve as a reminder of our responsibility to engage in meaningful partnerships and actions that contribute to the restoration of protection of the land and its people. So it is in that spirit of, meaningful partnerships, call to action, fostering awareness, understanding, and collaborations that the Seward Science Symposium continues. I really think I'm so excited that this is the third year that we've been doing this and the incredible partnerships that's made this possible. I remember when I first came to Seward several years ago and realized and was just so blown away by the incredible density of knowledge held by elders, local people, by scientists, researchers, all of these folks who have such deep, intimate knowledge of the region and care so deeply for it. And yet there is no consistent, regular forum in which we can share that knowledge and be able to participate in collaboration. So therein started this conversation as to what if we did something that's much more regular, that is part and parcel, that we do this on an ongoing basis. And it's not just science for science sake, but it's science where we can have the opportunity to, share the stuff that is studied here, that people are learning and thinking about, and actually have an opportunity for the community to participate, to learn about the work, but also to have dialogue, right? To make this human scale. One of the things that we are excited about continuing is this space in which we think about how everybody can participate in science. Science is not just the purview, science and research is not just the purview of a few folks, PhDs out in the field as carried wild. Wouldn't it be cool? And then they get featured on National Geographic. I mean, we love that, right? We all love that, but that is not the only way that science happens. Science happens every day in our lives. And I think this is, at this moment in time in our global and local national history, is a good reminder that science matters, right? Science is important, science matters, and science should be part of what informs our decision and how do we all participate in the civic engagement that makes change happens for the benefit of all of us as well as our ecosystem health. So we're really committed to that. And also this year, I'm really pleased to announce that, and we will be hearing much more of this, but I just want to share this a little because I'm a little bit more about it. It's been a lot of work in the making. But this summer, our board of directors, the SeaLife Center board of directors, passed a new strategic framework for us in which we are committed to thinking about how science is responsive and supportive of communities. How can we think about the work that we do here, not just is important and supports the region, but has global implications for innovation, and how we bring our community along. And last but not least, and certainly one of the most important dimensions is we have also articulated in this framework that we embrace two-eyed seeing as the ways in which we will do our work. So that is a commitment to thinking about how science, traditional Western science, and indigenous knowledge work together to create new ways of thinking and new ways of seeing that brings us to a regenerative future. So we'll be talking a lot more about this. We'll be sharing this out with the community, but that is our commitment to the community and our commitment to our society. So this forum here is an exciting opportunity for us to be hearing from so many different knowledge holders. And that's one of the things that I applaud the organizers for this, that it's not just, again, the dimensions of traditional Western science, but also indigenous knowledge holders, local knowledge holders, and all of these coming together to collaborate in solving global complex systems. So I'm thrilled about that, and I'm very excited to be hearing these conversations through the course of the day. So thank you all for being here.